My name is Bukola Evergreen, and my mission here is to help you bring out your powers and your abilities to overcome challenging situations and make sure that you live in dominion. Yeah, without wasting time, I'm talking to women today. So all the women out there, all the sisters, the young girls, the teen girls, the young ladies, wives, mamas, I want you to come nearer and hear what I have to say to you. Oh, I'm not excluding the men. You can come too because you have a mom, you have sisters, you have daughters, and you can tell them whatever you hear from here. And you have a wife too. Okay. Before I go on, I want to introduce you to one of my books, which is A Woman at 50. A Woman at 50. The link is on the screen. A Woman at 50. And sincerely, this book is not actually for a woman at 50. It's not actually for women in their 50s. But it's for all levels, for all ages, from 0 to 100. And if you live above 100, you can join them too. Yeah. What I want to talk about today is actually from the book. So I will talk on a part, an aspect of it. Then you can get the book to know more about what I want to talk about. So without wasting time, let's dive in. And as I said, I'm talking more to women today. There are 4 quarters in the life of a woman and a man too. 4 quarters. We have the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter. In the first quarter is from 0 to 25. The first quarter of a woman is from 0 to 25. Now, what is she supposed to do within this span of time? What is she supposed to do when she's born? In some cases, especially if the mother is a working mother, she takes the baby to daycare. That's from like 3 months, 6 months, go to daycare. From daycare, they join the elementary school. That's about 6 years, I think I'm talking. Yeah, 6 years. Here, my country, 6 years. From nursery to primary school, I think 6 years. 8. Nursery, like 2 years in nursery school, right? Let's just put it as 6 years. Then from primary school, she goes to secondary school. She spends 6 years in secondary school. And from secondary school, she goes to a tertiary institution. She goes to a tertiary institution, and she can go to a university. She can go to a polytechnic, a college of education, a fashion school, fashion institute. A tertiary is at least above secondary school level. Okay, so it depends on the course she's studying. Or she goes for a skill. Understand? She goes for a skill. Now, it depends on the course she's studying. At least the maximum, I think, is 7 years, which is medicine. So she can spend like from 3 to about 7 years in a higher institution. And in my country here, when they finish, they have to go and serve the country, which is called the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC. If you don't do that, you won't get a job in my country. In Nigeria, you won't get a job. So that is very compulsory. That's compulsory after you finish your tertiary education. Now, by the time you finish all that, you must be around 21, 22, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Sincerely, I didn't finish at 25. I didn't finish at that age. I think I finished around 27. Don't shout. But the normal age is supposed to be around, she should finish within that first quarter of her life. Education, skill acquisition, anything she wants to do within that time. She wants to learn, personal development. No, not personal development is forever. I mean, like her career, it should be done within that time, between 0 and 25. Now, what are the reasons for a delay? If she doesn't finish within that space of time, what could be the reason? Maybe she didn't start her elementary school on time. In those days, if your hand doesn't reach here, you cannot start primary school. But that's an olden age curriculum. There's nothing like that now. But still in some cases, I can see some girls that they don't start elementary school on time. In fact, they use some for business purposes. They rather put the girl in a shop to be selling for them, or some funny other reasons, or use her as a house help. And at the end of the day, she doesn't go to school on time, That's one of the reasons. And maybe she didn't go to secondary school on time. She didn't enter secondary school early. Another reason is maybe when she finished secondary school, she was distracted, got pregnant. Another reason is maybe almighty jammed her. I did jam 5 times. Almighty jam. Another reason is because maybe she didn't have a vision on time. They kept on asking her, what do you want to do? I said, I don't know. I used to have a friend back then. She said that what she wants to do is not in university, it's not in the polytechnic. Then what do you want to do? She said she doesn't know. You understand that kind of thing? And that delayed her for some years. And I want to talk to parents here, especially mothers. It's good to start telling your daughters, or putting it in their subconscious mind of what they want to do. You ask them, what do you want to, at 5, say, what do you want to be? What do you want to do in life? What do you want to become? I have a daughter who had been saying that she wants to become a trader and a teacher since she was 3, 4. I'll ask her, hey, lady, I said, baby girl, what do you want to do? A trader and a teacher. She has been saying that, and as she was growing up, she started doing things along that line. She liked teaching, and she liked doing things. She likes business. She would maybe make hair for somebody, get money, or little business. She just likes something like that. I'll say, okay, if you want to go to university, we know the path to go through. So if you see your daughter, you see a talent in her, please let her get acquainted to it on time. Tell her about it. Put it through to her. Make her understand. So that as she's growing up with a vision. Okay, I want to become a nurse. I like caring for people, and I think my area is in that line. Understand? Don't just let them grow up, go to secondary school, and you keep on asking, what do you want to do? I don't know. At the end of the day, they enter university with doing the course they don't really like or have a vision for. And they end up, as a graduate, without no vision, without no work to do. Some even get jobs in the bank and they still don't like it. They are still not fulfilled. And before I even go on, I want to say that ladies between 0 and 25, I'm sorry to say this, but it's the facts. Most of them don't know what they are doing. I'm telling you the truth. Most of those ladies, they don't know what they are doing. They are still like playing, depending on parents, have no vision. What kind of man do you want to marry? They don't know. What is your vision? I don't have it. I don't even know. I'm not trusting God. Because trusting God for what? Anyway, I don't blame them. I think I was in that category too. And I'm saying this so that you will not be in that category. It's few ladies that I've come across, especially I remember when I was a teenager, I knew a friend of mine that knew where she was going in life already. She has settled it. The kind of man she wants to marry, what she wants to study, it was settled. And here am I, and at that age, I didn't even know what I wanted to do in university. Okay, so before I go on, please, parents, start telling your daughters, if you see any particular talent in them, start introducing them to it. Explain it to them. Let them know what it's all about. So that they will carry that vision on as they are growing up. You know, unlike some girls that don't have any vision when they are growing up, and along the line they will just jam one funny man like that. Remember, a woman, a girl, when she's 14, as from 14 upwards, she's eligible to distraction. She starts getting distracted from all sorts of men and boys. And I want to say this to any young lady out there, teenagers, especially teenagers, teenage girls, you don't need any boyfriend right now. Even if you're in the university, at 18, 19, you don't need it. I'm telling you the truth. Focus on your vision. Focus on your goals. Focus on where you are going in life. At the right time, the man will come and you'll get the best. I'm talking of marriage. Yeah. It's good or it's proper for a woman to get married in her first quarter of life. I would even say it's the best. She marries early within that time. But, there's a big but here. My dear, don't you try it. Don't you dare try it if you're not financially able. If you're not financially able, don't venture into marriage. I've seen so many homes destroyed because of financial reasons. I'm not saying you should be so rich. I'm not saying you should go and get a house and get a big car. No. At least you'll be able to get some certain things like, okay, though my husband has not given me money for upkeep yet, but I can go to the market and buy food. I can buy a bag of rice. I can buy, understand what I'm trying to say? You can get some food at home. You can buy some things for yourself. You can, I don't know if you get my point. Don't be too dependent on a man. Gone are those days. That's the mistake we made then. When we married without getting a job or nothing. Gone are those days when a woman will be sitting in the house. Mind you, get my point too. Sitting in the house without any financial income. Some women are sitting in the house, but man, money is coming in, you have passive income. And this dispensation has a lot of that to offer. You can sit in your house and be making cool money, especially online. So don't venture into marriage if you don't have any financial resources coming in for you. My dear, even if you marry the richest man in the world, don't try it. Because one day he will say, hey, what are you doing in my life, by the way? It's like you're a parasite. Go and find something to do. And you put your hand in your mouth and say, oh, look at how my husband talked to me today. He will say more. That's just the beginning. Let me tell you the truth. If you get this right in your first quarter, the remaining quarters will be so sweet for you. I'm telling you. And before I go, It is in this quarter she must know her God. She must know the God she's serving. I'm sorry, I almost lost that. I almost forgot that. Of course, she has to know the God. The word of God says that those who know their God, they shall be strong and do exploits. If you want to do exploits, you don't want to be ordinary. You don't want to just be Mrs. Kinikon. You want to make a landmark. You want your generation to remember you. You need God. And it is in this first quarter of your life that you need to solidify that your relationship with God. Pam, pam. It's in this first quarter of your life you need to be serious, because some of you, don't wait till you get married. Get that settled in the first quarter of your life. Know who you are serving. Understand the God you are serving. And I can tell you, you won't miss it. You won't miss your husband. You won't miss your career. You won't miss your financial life. You won't miss most things as you are moving on in life. All right. There's 26 to 50. There's 51 to 75. And there's 76 to 100. Those are the remaining 3 quarters. Please get that book. Oh my God. I wish I had known all these things, when I was growing up. Especially, I'm in my 3rd quarter now. And I look back and I say, wow, I wish I had known some certain things. I wish I could turn the hand of the clock round. But it's not possible. Life is once. And I'm using this opportunity to talk to you young ladies out there, not to waste your time. Not to waste your time and your life. A Woman at 50, go and get this book. The link is on the screen and in the description box down below. Okay, if you have found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. And please share with your friends and loved ones, especially if you have a wife, sisters, daughters, and if you have a friend that needs to hear this, please share it with her. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. All right, till I see you again very soon, very, very soon, take charge.